All right, so this next one I haven't heard of really. I know what it's about. Okay, like I know what the genre that it's related to. I'll say it that way because I actually don't know actually what it's about. But it's getting extremely popular because the creators of Game of Thrones are working on it. That's all that I've heard about it. Is that the creators of Game of Thrones are working on it. Now, Game of Thrones was great in the beginning, but once the creators ran out of source material to work with because of the books not being written, Game of Thrones was not good after that. I don't. You saw Game of Thrones, right?
Nope, I have not watched one Game of Thrones.
Okay, so it actually is really good. The dragon. So I in the early seasons there is some nudity and there's more it's people. It's medieval combat, so they're like cutting each other up and stuff. That gets better in the later seasons, but then the later seasons aren't very good because of the writing and stuff. But if you've seen House of the Dragon is really good, and it does not have so much nudity or any of that stuff, but it's a prequel. Anyway, you might still have some issues with House of the Dragon, but I'm just saying for our audience, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more mundane, or however you want to put that, tempered. Anyway, though. So the DB Weiss and David something and DB Weiss, I forget their names. It's probably going to tell us here. They're working on the show. The Game of Thrones was so bad in the end because of the show creators and the writing that they had a contract to go make a Star Wars movie that Disney canceled. They canceled their contract to make a Star Wars movie. Now, the Star Wars movies were not so great, and neither was The Mandalorian or anything else that Disney's been making. So think about how bad you would have to be to get your contract canceled with them. So there you go. But anyway, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, I agree. I was just thinking is that maybe Star Wars and Marvel need to jettison the Disney core.
Yeah, there you go. So this is their newest work, okay? Oh, dang it, what the heck? I didn't want to do that. That wasn't what I was trying to do. I clicked on something accidentally. Okay, so this one is their newest work, so let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for. Immerse yourself in a captivating musical journey where enchanting lo-fi chill beats come to life, inspired by you. With this video's sponsor, Guru and Cat. Guru and Cat is not just any ordinary YouTube channel. It's a unique musical project where the storyline is woven together by the very hands that hold the pen. You, the people. They offer lo-fi music on demand. Here's how it works. Go subscribe to their channel, okay? Leave a comment on a video with something that you want to inspire their next song, and they will make a 100% original piece of lo-fi music and reply to you with the link. Speaking of links, go check them out following the one down below. 3-body problem. Okay, and now this is getting a lot of traction, by the way, on social media, enough that I noticed it immediately. 3-body problem is 3-body problem official trailer coming to us from Netflix. We're going to like the video. So it has 10.4 million views. It has 42,000 likes and 2,000 dislikes, so that's a very good ratio. Let's see what this has to say. There's something behind everything. You just have to dig. 3-body problem premieres on Netflix March 21st, 2024. From here's their names. From Emmy award-winning creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss from Game of Thrones, and Emmy-nominated Alexander Wu, The Terror, Infamy, and True Blood, comes 3-body problem, a thrilling story that redefines the sci-fi drama with its layered, mysterious, and genre-bending high stakes, based on the acclaimed international best-selling book trilogy, The 3-Body Problem. A young woman's faithful decision in 1960s China reverberates across space and time to a group of brilliant scientists in the present day. As the laws of nature unravel before their eyes, 5 former colleagues reunite to confront the greatest threat in humanity's history. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot of weird words in that whole thing, the way the syllables formed, and I was having a hard time not stumbling as I read that. Okay, So, have you seen The Three Body Problem before, the book, or I don't know if there's another.
No, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, sort of like I think it's a Chinese author that wrote it.
Okay. Okay, and there's 3 books. Right? It's a book series? No.
There's like a trilogy in it. Makes sense. The 3.
Yeah, it's a trilogy, yeah. Okay, so, I haven't read the book. I do know of, like, The Terror, Infamy. I don't know so much of The Terror, Infamy, but I do know True Blood. And that show was highly acclaimed, so this Alexander Wu looks like he's going to be great. I mean, the early seasons, this is the thing, is the early seasons of Game of Thrones were good when they had source material. So D.B. Weiss and David Benioff making this might actually not be bad, because they already have the 3 books written. As long as they don't try to deviate from the source material too much, this actually might be good. It's just that if this were like where they were trying to do a trilogy that wasn't written yet and they only had the first book written, I'd be like, I don't know, wait till the books are written. Any thoughts on it before we get started based on, the description?
I just started looking at some of the plot on the book, but it looks like it might be interesting.
Okay, well, let's check it out. We got a 2-minute and 35-second trailer. Are you ready?
I am ready.
The Action Pack needs you. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. Here we go.
There must be
What's going on?
dead scientists in the past month. Christ. Another countdown.
Wait, did he say, just a second, did he say, by the way, Potato Addict, great to have you here. We're just checking out this trailer here. He said 30 scientists?
In the past month. Dead scientists in the past month.
Okay, yeah, so like 30 dead scientists, okay. Okay.
Someone else seen it. What happened to them?
I still see it.
Someone
Okay.
or something.
Yeah, so people are seeing, so something about a woman in the 1960s, but then these people are seeing like a code as they are just living their lives. So what's up with that? We're going to find out.
It's targeting scientists.
Okay.
Gone after our best and brightest. There's someone behind everything. You just have to dig.
Okay.
Whatever it is watching and listening.
We don't know what they are. Maybe we can't know what they are.
Okay.
Do you believe in God?
All right, let's take a look here real quick. I just want to point this out because this is goofy. So these people are sitting here, and it's like the lights flash on and off. So is it that we're like living in a simulation, or where is it? My understanding was that this had to do with aliens, and that's all that I knew about it. So is it like aliens are actually, we're like in a terrarium with aliens? What I was immediately thinking of was that maybe this thing, because it says in the description 1960s, and it hasn't really brought, it hasn't really brought up anything about this woman from the 1960s. So I don't know. It's just habit. I'm pointing at you because my screen is right here. Potato addict. Yeah. So it hasn't brought up anything about her. But what I was thinking is that maybe something happened with her, and she somehow sent a message to the scientists in the future, and that message is the code. And now these scientists are killing themselves because the code is driving them crazy. But actually, it's just a call for help. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thought of that. Have you ever seen the original? You probably haven't watched it, but like the Justice League animated series.
When you talk about I watched Super Friends back in the day, but that was way back. No. So yeah, I've watched some of the cartoons. But. So
Potato Addict, by the way, is saying that it's Morse code, that it could be Morse code in the sky. I don't know. I don't spoil it for us now, Potato Addict, if you actually know.
Don't give it away, man.
But that actually could be an interesting, like if somebody's able to do something with some piece of technology and make it Morse code. That's interesting. I was going to say, so the original anime series is on Netflix, and it has to do with when the Justice League first comes together. Yeah, he said it was a guess. There's a scene though. So there's Martian Manhunter, who's a guy who's a Martian and he has all these superpowers, and he has telepathy. And in the show, you see Superman like living his normal life, like as Clark Kent, and he gets these headaches, and he's like, oh, all the time. And you think like, oh, Superman must be under attack from some kind of weapon or something. And it turns out that Martian Manhunter, you find out later, and this introduces Martian Manhunter, is that Martian Manhunter is being held in prison, and he's telepathically trying to communicate to Superman, come help me, save me, I'm a Martian, I have superpowers, I'm trying to save the Earth, please come and help me from this prison. So then Superman realizes this and goes and saves him. Okay, but the thing is that before that, you think it's like him being damaged. So that's honestly what I thought of, and that made me think of, maybe it's somebody calling for help, and just the way the signal is being received makes these people crazy, and they kill themselves, and it's I don't know. So
yeah,
I don't know. So sorry, we're taking a little bit. I'll tell you, we're taking a little bit too much time on this trailer. So I'm going to press play, and we're going to go on. But yeah, it looks interesting so far.
Do you believe in God?
yeah.
Okay.
You're scared. You're right to be scared. But we have got one shot, and I need your help.
Prepare yourself for something very strange.
Okay. Oh, Cerebro.
They are coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop them.
All right, March 21st. Okay, so this one looks like it's going to be quite an interesting, like, maybe some introspection into the human condition and aliens and sci-fi. I don't know if you saw, but is that Woody Allen in the trailer?
Woody Allen.
Did you see? Yeah, did you see? I saw a guy who looks like Woody Allen. For like it only shows it for like a split second, so I was like, is that Woody Allen? Yeah, it does look strange. Oh no, that wasn't Woody Allen. That was that guy. I thought that for the split second he was on screen, I was like, was that Woody Allen? Like, just look right here. Just watch this. Watch this. He's in Game of Thrones too. There's quite a few actors from Game of Thrones. Watch out when I play it at full speed, you'll see that it looks like Woody Allen. Ready? Here we go. Did you see? Oh, you weren't paying attention, were you?
Yeah, I was watching. I think it looks like Woody Allen. I could see where you can make that conclusion.
I mean, look at that guy. That could definitely be. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it does look. This looks like a goofy, just like an interesting premise, an interesting show here. If they do it right, this could be great. I mean, what are your thoughts on the trailer and the everything?
Okay, so as as far as movies so far or series, this one seems the most interesting to me.
Yeah.
There was another movie where they did stuff like that on the wall, and people were trying to figure it out. I can't think of what it is, but I do like this. I mean, this is pretty vague enough that I want to see how it really ends and how it works out and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, this looks really, really cool. I like these kind of movies, where it's sci-fi type and stuff.
Yeah, so the only problem, so I'm probably going to say that this looks good, and if it holds true to the spirit that we see in the trailer, let's just assume it's going to be good, okay? The only problem with stuff like this is when you have this build-up, like you see in the trailer, where it's like this big, it gets bigger and bigger as the trailer goes on, and you're like, oh my god, what's happening, and then the ending is something that's disappointing. So being that this was a book and people already know how it's going to end, it's not like the show writers are going to be trying to figure out the ending as they're making the show, okay? Like they did with
Right.
Game of Thrones. But being that this is a book, I would say, and they already know how it's going to end, and they're making the show with the ending in mind, I would say that this has great likelihood to be good based on what they're presenting to us here. So,
I would agree. I think that the other thing is that this possibly could be the first of a series of 3, because there's 2 other books after this is what I was looking at. So if this is really good, then they may come out with another one, and possibly a third one.
yeah, like so
That would be interesting if it's really good. I hope it's good. The trailer looks really good and very intriguing. I like it. I think they got some good actors, not like top tier actors, but they got some good actors, and it'll be interesting. If the movie's better than the trailer, then I think this can be really something cool to watch and stuff. I'm going to watch this for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so I'm just looking at this, and I agree with what you said. I'm just looking at see because it is for sure. It's a movie. Okay, so yeah, you probably get one. If this one is good, you could probably get a trilogy out of it. I will tell you just one last thing before we go to comments. At least for me, is that his name is Samwise Tully. And he was in Game of Thrones. He's the actor. He's in this. But this guy right here, I'm telling you, like, okay, so he's not been in anything huge as far as movies. But, I mean, I'd put this guy up, as far as an actor, I'd put him up against anybody. He's a really great actor. So I think that, for me, the big draw is actually him being in it. And him and that Sam guy, he does pretty good too, but I would say that he's not even as good as this guy. I forget his name.
Is that the guy from Doctor Who? Is that the guy from Doctor Strange? Is that the Oriental actor? Did I see him in there, or is that just me doing the Woody Allen like you did earlier?
Oh no. Yeah, that was him. That was Wong. Yeah.
Wong. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you were Wong. Remember? Yes, you.
Yeah, I was.
You
Wong.
were Wong for a while. The name Three Body Problem is actually.
Wrong.
Okay, so just a second. Potato Addict says the name Three Body Problem is actually a problem about what will happen to the solar system in 5 billion years. Oh, okay, so that is it's a play on like scientific, and they call it Newton's Three Body Problem. Well, all right. So we don't have time to get too much into that, but that is interesting. It's a play on scientific words here. So, but let's check out just a second here. Potato Head, we're going to go to comments and see what other people have to say here. So, regardless, everyone should read the novel and appreciate its depth, beauty, and multidimensionality. Excuse me, and also to recognize just how remarkably creative someone, the writer in this case, can be. Dude, look at how many views in just one day. 9.8 million views for a trailer in one day. This show is going to be huge. Hopefully it's as good as it looks. Exactly. Don't let us down, D.B. Weiss and David Benioff. I'm not even done reading the first book, but I'm so hyped for this. I can already see that a massive budget was given for this project, and if all else fails, it'll at least be visually stunning. But honestly, I have faith in it. It's such a compelling story, and the visuals are important, and it looks like they may have nailed that. All right. Yeah, this is cool. Let's check out. Yeah, okay. So, well, this is great. So go check it out on March 21st, and let us know how it goes. So if you're watching this on Netflix and it's after March 21st, leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Let us know what you thought of the movie. Otherwise, we're going to move forward here. Unless you have anything else you want to say, other Mike.
No, I'm just gonna set myself a reminder that that's coming up, and I can watch it for sure.
All right, maybe we can do a review together. We'll see what happens. But otherwise, let's move forward here on to... Yep, we're moving forward on to the next one. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.